Good morning, students. Today we'll be continuing our chapter. Okay, next topic of public sector is your statutory cooperation. So, in statutory cooperation, we'll be seeing meaning, features, advantages, and disadvantages. Now, first we will move on to the meaning of statutory cooperation. Okay. Now, meaning of statutory cooperation. Statutory corporation or public enterprises brought into existence by a special act of parliament. So how they are getting this statutory corporations, okay, how they are starting this company is with a special act. Okay, there will be a special act from the parliament, okay, where the parliament, the governor decided to get this firm into existence for the purpose of public. The Act defined its powers and functions, rules and regulation governing its employees, and its relationship with government department. So the rules and regulations will be differed. Okay, it is difference from your departmental undertakings, and it is differ from your corporation companies. Okay, there are differences in that one. So this is a special act which has been bought by the government for a particular companies to start up for the public. For example, here I have taken your HAL. Okay, HAL was brought by a special act for the purpose of constructing your aeroplanes. Okay, so that was a special act which was being appealed to the governor, then governor was taking a decision, and then it has been got up. Then is your LIC Corporation of India, even this one. Okay, they were special rules and regulations. Okay, this LIC Corporation of India has separate rules and regulations apart from all the all the insurance companies. Okay, so here we'll be having different rules and regulations, and these are being bought by a special act of the government. Yeah, next moving on to the features of your statutory corporation. So first one is corporation statutory corporation are set up under a act of parliament. So act of parliament is where we have a different act for that particular period. Okay, when there is a need for something, this act will be given by the government. For example, here have been taken some act, Consumer Credit Act. It was been approval with special act in the year 1974. Then Health and Safety Act work work act. Okay, where all the companies, okay, let it be a small trading or a large trading, all the companies should have the health and safety of the employee. For that the act was got, that is a special act here, where the company need to take care of the employees health and safety. For that they were being act in the year 1974. Then Sale of Good Act. So all the goods whatever they're selling, for that they have given a separate act. Then Environmental Protection Act. Okay, where the all the people need to take care of the environmental. In the year 1990 that act was passed. Then Employment Rights Act in the year 1996. Previously they were employees were not given proper wages for the work or proper salaries for the work where they are given. That time the special act was being introduced. Okay, that is Employee Rights Act in the year 1996, where all the employees can ask their right, what is the right in the company for their work. Then Data Protection Act. Okay, where they were all the theft were being taking places in the software. That time Data Protection Act was there. Like this there is many act. Okay, for a special particular period act will be given. Okay, now you can see your Aadhaar card. Okay, where everyone need to have your Aadhaar cards. Okay, that is a special act which has been bought by the government, where everyone should do the Aadhaar card as the one identity card towards the India. This act defines the objective powers and privileges of the statutory corporation. So this is the way the power. Okay, the objective and power and all these are differences. Okay, here next point, This type of organization is only owned by the state. See here, all these organizations which is coming in the statutory corporation, it is owned by that representative states. What it is owned by that representative states. And all the ministers, okay, governor, then chief ministers, then minister, ho- they work in the states. The government has the ultimate financial responsibility and has a power to appropriate its profit. At the same time, the state also has to bear the losses. See here, not only the state is taking care of this companies, okay, these statutory corporations, even the losses of the statutory companies should be taken by the state government, okay, where all the powers of financial responsibilities, everything is given for the state government. As usual, the even the this one also should be taken, losses also should be borne by the state government, okay. For example, here the public company is the corporations, okay, that is your farmers corporations, okay, where they were going into losses. So representative states were being taken the losses of your farmers corporations, okay. Like this, there are many companies of statutory companies. Then, a statutory corporation is a body corporated and can be sued and be sued. Enter into contract and acquire a property in its name. See here, a, a statutory corporation can go to the laws, okay. It can has the rights to go to the law for asking the rights, okay. If anything goes wrong, okay, if anyone cheats, or if we want to file a case on anyone, or anyone can file case on the statutory company, they can go. That is the meaning of sue and to be sued. So if I need to give case on someone, okay, I can go to the law and give. If others can give cases on the statutory corporation, they can go to the law. Enter into contract and acquire properties in their name, okay. The statutory company can acquire the properties, okay, in the name of this statutory company. Whatever the statutory company is there, they can acquire. For example, here we have LIC quarters, okay, where all the LIC people will be staying there, okay. Then we have RBI quarters, okay, where RBI people, bank managers, those days and all, okay, in the initial time they were been staying there only. For example, here you have your, in Bangalore you have your ITI quarters, okay. After that, in fact, you will be having ITI. In that one only they have quarters, okay, where people will be staying there only. So that property belongs to that company. What is that? ITA. That property belongs to ITA. Like that, for police, okay, Karnataka police, they have a quarters where that goes to the Karnataka police department, okay. Like HL also have a quarters where that place goes to your HL company, okay. Like that, they can acquire a property on the statutory corporation, okay. Next point, this type of enterprises is usually dependently financial. So what is this statutory corporations? They are independently financed, okay, where they can take finance from anywhere. They can take the finance from the income what they're coming, or even they can borrow money from the outsiders. All those things are independently financial activities these companies can take. It obtains fund by borrowing from the government or from the public through revenues. So how they take this? They are taking two ways, okay. One is from the government, they take the funds, okay, borrowing of funds and revenues. And other one is from the public, they take the revenues in the form of issuing of shares, okay, or issuing of some fees, penalties, okay. All those things will be taken. um, from through the public, they can take the revenue. Then derives from the sale of goods and services. So any sale of goods and services is there also, this statutory company can go through. It has the authority to use its revenue. So statutory company need not ask like departmental company, okay, departmental undertakings, where each and everything they need to take approval from the government for everything. Here for some, okay, not for everything, for some extended statutory company can take their own decisions, financial decisions, and authority of doing work, authority of taking revenues, okay, sale of goods, everything can be done through statutory company with some limited restrictions. Then next point, a statutory corporation is not subjected to the same accounting and audit purposes. Application of government department. It also not consent with the central budget of the government. See here, the statutory company is not subjected to same accounting and audit processed applicable to the government department. So whatever the government department, how they are been taking places in the audit purposes, okay, where each and everything they need to update like this statutory department is not there, okay, they can do independently, okay, they did not be back of the government. And it also not consent with the central budget of the government, okay, where India budget is there, no, it has not been having any link with them, okay, where it purely depend on the budget of the country, like your departmental undertakings, like that it is not fully dependent on the budget. So the revenue are being taken by themselves through other sources. Next, the employees of these enterprises are not a government or civil servant and are not governed by the government rules and regulations. See here, the employees who have been working in the statutory company has the separate rules and regulations, okay, they are not like the government employees or civil servant who need to be governed by the government and where rules and regulations are being followed by the government. That one is not there in your statutory corporation. The condition of services of the employee are governed by the provision of the act itself. So what is the special act have been given by the parliament to organize this statutory corporation? So the employee governed also is there from the according to the act, okay, so according to the act whatever the rules and regulation is there, like that they need to follow. For example, there are different rules and regulation act for different companies, okay, let it be a private, public, or any company, the rules and regulations are different from one company to other company, where employees of that company need to follow the rules and regulation of that company. Same way, in statutory corporation, the services are being rendered through the company, the rules and regulations should be followed by the company. At times, some officers are taken from government department on deputation to head of this organization. See here, where the control fully is not given for the statutory company, some offices, okay, the head authorities, okay, or whatever the some other offices are there, they have been taken by the government organization. Some people have been selected from the government organizations and they have been or given salary from the government side, okay, it is not given from the statutory company. This all the government department deputations, okay, who have been selected, they will be getting salaries from the government side. Okay students, I'll put an end till here. So today's class we have been seen a new topic, that is statutory corporation. Under statutory corporation we have been seen meaning and features. Next class will be seeing advantages and disadvantages. Thank you students.